Hello children, welcome to AIMS Today YouTube channel. So here we have started AIMS India live sessions recently. In this is about a chemistry subject. In this, we are going to discuss about matter chapter. Already we have started few sessions completed from the matter chapter. In this, we have discussed earlier about matter, what is this matter, with which it is made up of, what are the different kinds of matter, classification of matter we say, the classification of matter based upon the two factors. One it is on the physical classification and second one chemical classification. And in the physical classification we have seen about different five states of matter, and in the chemical classification we have started and we have seen some classifications there into elements and compounds. And further we are going to say about impure chemical substances or mixtures also. Now in this session we are going to discuss about interconversion of states of matter. That means in the physical classification we discussed about different states of matter. These states of matter are interconvertible. That means one form can be converted into another form. So how can we convert these? What that process of conversion is called? So if one substance is converted into another form, how it behaves. So these all we are going to see in this concept that is called interconversion of states of matter. See here they have given solids converting into liquids, liquids converting into gases, and again the reverse of these all. So these all are the different types of interconversions. About these we are going to see in this session. Let us start that. The phenomenon of change of matter from one state to another state and back to original state by altering the conditions like temperature and pressure is called interconversion of matter. Yes, when we alter the conditions like temperature and pressure, matter changes from one state to another state. This changing is called interconversion of matter. So this we have seen just now. Uh, Solids will convert into liquids on melting. Liquids converts into gases on evaporation. These gases again on cooling converts into liquids by condensation. These liquids further on cooling converts into solids. So what are these processes are called? So different process. One more special kind here. Solids directly converts into gases form. That is called sublimation. So about these all we are going to observe now. First among them is melting. The process of changing a solid substance into liquid by heating is called melting. For example, when ice changes into water, it is called melting of ice. A solid substance can be melted only by applying heat. Yes, the conversion of solids into liquids by heating is called melting. If we take ice cubes from the refrigerator out, if we keep them out for a few minutes, they starts converting to liquid state. There, solid ice converting into liquid state water. That is called melting of ice. So these generally meltings of substances or solid substances happens only when they are heated. But we are not heating ice now. How it is converted into liquid? No need not to heat it. Actually, ice or water will be in the solid form below 0 degrees Celsius. So when it is in the refrigerator only, it will be in the solid state. When you take it out, it it is gaining heat energy from the surroundings. So it is nothing but heating it. So it is converting into liquid form. So now a solid substance can be melted only by applying heat. Yes, the melting of a substance takes place at a fixed temperature. Yes, for every substance there is a fixed temperature at which it starts converting into liquid state from its solid state. What is the temperature called? Yes, can anyone give answer? What is the temperature at which a solid substance converts into liquid form? Yes, very good. See here, these also made up of ice and which are in solid state. So, but because of sunlight, they are converting into liquid form. So these all will be started converting into liquid state at a particular temperature. That temperature is called, yes, melting point. The temperature at which a solid substance melts and changes into liquid is called melting point of the substance. What is it? The temperature at which a solid substance converts into liquid state is called its melting point. Here, some examples of the melting points of solids are given. If you observe, ice has its melting point at 0 degrees Celsius. Means when ice reaches 0 degrees Celsius temperature, it starts converting into liquid form. Below 0 degrees Celsius temperature only, water will be in the ice form or in the solid form. When it reaches 0 degrees Celsius temperature, it starts converting into liquid form or water form because its melting point is 0 degrees Celsius. In the same way, for some other solids also, they have mentioned here their melting points. You can observe sodium chloride. It is commonly called common salt, which we use in our food items. So it is one of the solids, but it won't have the melting point at low temperatures. It will be melted at very high temperatures like around 800 degrees Celsius temperature. This is its melting point. When the sodium chloride heated to 800 degrees Celsius temperature only, it converts into liquid state. Till then, it will be in the solid form only. Whereas in the other way, one more they have given here. Iron. Iron is one of the metals as we know. Metal generally they have high melting points. So iron, as being a metal, it won't melt easily. To melt iron, it needs a very large amount of energy, and its melting point is, it is shown here, 1535 degrees Celsius temperature. If it is heated to that temperature only, it converts into liquid form. So its melting point is this 1535 degrees Celsius. Okay, the melting point is the temperature at which a solid converts into liquid form. Next process or next conversion is evaporation. The gaseous state of a liquid is also called its vapor state. Yes, generally the gaseous form of a substance is called its vapor state. Most of the liquids keep on changing into vapors slowly, even at room temperature also. Yes, for example that water. We know water at normal temperatures also will be converting into gaseous form. That is because of evaporation. That is because of sunlight, water starts converting into gaseous form. Actually, the water, uh, not only water, some other liquids also like water, they converts into gaseous form even at normal temperatures also, even without heating also. Isn't it, children? Okay, I think you have seen it is given picture here. Water is being evaporated from ocean, but here at normal temperature only it is happening. So the changing of a liquid into vapors or gas is called evaporation. The conversion of a liquid into gaseous form is called evaporation or vaporization also. Okay. The evaporation of a liquid can take place at all temperatures. Yes, evaporation can be taking place at all temperatures. Next one, boiling. Actually, this boiling is also similar like evaporation, but there is a slight difference that we are going to see here. When a liquid is heated continuously at a certain temperature, the liquid changes into vapors very rapidly. Yes, when a liquid is heated to a certain temperature, at a particular temperature, that the liquid starts converting into gaseous form very rapidly. This conversion of a liquid into gas on heating is called boiling. So the small difference between the evaporation and boiling is boiling occurs only when it is heated. When a liquid is heated, boiling occurs. But evaporation can occur without heating also. At normal temperatures also, liquids will be evaporating. But to occur boiling, compulsory that a liquid should be heated to a certain temperature. At certain temperature only, a liquid starts boiling. And that means the liquid starts converting into gaseous form very rapidly at a particular temperature. That is called boiling. See here they have shown water is taken in a bowl and it is started to heat. Actually, normally also water will be evaporated. But when you heat this water on a stove, at certain temperature, this starts coming like fumes out. We can observe the formation of steam on the bowl, coming out of steam. So rapidly water converting into gaseous form there, that is into steam form. That's called boiling. So the rapid changing of liquid into vapors or gas on heating is called boiling. The boiling of a liquid takes place at a fixed temperature. Yes, evaporation can occur at all temperatures, but boiling of liquid occurs only at a fixed temperature. When that liquid reaches that fixed temperature only, that starts converting into gases from very rapidly. That we call boiling. So boiling occurs at a fixed temperature. What is that fixed temperature called? Yes, good. It is boiling point. The temperature at which a liquid boils and changes into vapors very rapidly is called boiling point of that liquid. For example, water boils at a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius temperature to form a gas is called steam. So the boiling point of water is said to be now 100 degrees Celsius. Yes, the fixed temperature at which a liquid starts converting into gaseous form is called its boiling point. As we know, water will be converting into steam form after reaching 100 degrees Celsius temperature. So the boiling point of water is said to be now 100 degrees. So here we are going to see the boiling points of some liquids. As already discussed, for water, the boiling point is 100 degrees. Just we have to remember one difference between these, as I told children. Evaporation of water can occur at all temperatures. Even at cool temperatures also, small quantity of water will be evaporating off from the water bodies. But this boiling occurs only at 100 degrees Celsius temperature. On heating water to 100 degrees Celsius temperature, only that starts converting into steam form. So the boiling point is 100 degrees. In the same, one more liquid, chloroform, they have given. Have you heard this word chloroform? It is one of the chemicals which is existing in the liquid form. Mostly in cinemas and serials we see some people they'll keeping some liquid on they'll sprinkle some liquid on the kerchief and they'll keep on the mouth for kidnappings. There, by inhaling that fumes of that liquid, those people will go into unconscious state. That liquid sprinkling or spraying on the kerchief is chloroform. The inhaling of chloroform causes us to go into unconscious state. It is a somewhat harmful gas for us. Anyhow, it is one of the chemical. It is used in laboratories for preservation of these organs. Anyhow, here chloroform is one of the liquid, and it is also having some boiling point. Its boiling point is 62 degrees Celsius temperature. And one more liquid they shown here, sulfuric acid. Have you heard this word, children? It is one of the acids and one of the important acids in the chemical laboratory. It is used in many chemical reactions. One of the strong acids, even dangerous too. If it falls on our body, even one drop, our body will be spoiled there. So anyhow, it is one of the strong acids. It is also one of the liquids. It is oily liquid. Its boiling point is given 280 degrees Celsius temperature. In this way, for every liquid, there will be a fixed temperature at which it starts converting into liquid or gaseous form. That temperature is called its boiling point. Okay. Next phenomenon is sublimation. It is one of the different interconversion of matter from the remaining all. Why we said like that? Let us see. A few substances change directly from solid to gas on heating without coming into liquid state. Yes, actually, if you heat a solid substance, what happens? It converts into liquid form. If you heat a liquid, it converts into gaseous form, as we know. But there are some substances which can convert directly from solid state to gaseous state without coming into liquid state. Those substances are called sublimates or sublimable substances. Okay, children? The substances which can convert directly from solid state to liquid gaseous state without coming into liquid state are called sublimable substances or sublimates. That phenomenon of conversion of solid directly to gas is called sublimation. Okay. For example, yeah, it is one of the very known example, very familiar example, famous example we can say. Solid carbon dioxide. It is one of the sublimable substance. That means if you cool this carbon dioxide gas at very high pressure, that carbon dioxide gas directly converts into solid state. and that solid carbon dioxide seems like ice cubes. See, it is shown here. It is like ice cube, no? It seems like ice cubes, but it does not contain any water in it. So it has no water, but it seems like ice. That is why the solid carbon dioxide is also called dry ice. Remember the children, solid carbon dioxide is called dry ice. Why it is called so? This solid carbon dioxide seems like ice cubes, but it is not having any water in it. It is made up of carbon dioxide. When carbon dioxide is compressed or applied high pressure on that at low temperatures, that converts directly into solid form. That solid carbon dioxide is called dry ice. Now, here, when this solid carbon dioxide again kept in the open place, immediately that starts converting into gaseous form without coming to liquid state. You can observe here the fumes coming out of this solid carbon dioxide. So there, solid carbon dioxide directly converting into gaseous form. This phenomenon is mostly this because of this reason. This solid carbon dioxide is in many situations, like in the film industry, in the movies, to create some heaven-like situation. There on the floor, some fumes will be coming out. Have you seen this ever seen, children? Yes, that is created by taking this solid carbon dioxide. This solid carbon dioxide, if it is taken from the refrigerator and kept out, this produces fumes out. And one more interesting point here it is this solid carbon dioxide is heavier than normal air. That is why instead of going up, it will be on the floor itself. It won't mix into the air easily. See here also in the spoon it is shown as carbon dioxide is for gaseous carbon dioxide formed from this solid dry ice. It is coming down because solid gaseous carbon dioxide is heavier than normal air. So it will come down just like liquid. So when this dry ice is kept on the floor, that gaseous carbon dioxide formed will be spreading on the floor itself like a smoke. So this creates some heaven-like situation there. This is used in the movie making anyhow. Now here the process of conversion of a solid directly into gaseous form is called sublimation, and those substances which are converting directly from solid to gaseous state are called sublimable substances. Here they have shown some more sublimable substances. Let us see. They are iodine, ammonium chloride, camphor, and naphthalene. These all are solid substances which can convert directly from solid to gaseous state. So they are called sublimable substances. Okay. Next property or next conversion is condensation. We have just seen when water is heated, it changes into steam or water vapor. Yes, in the process of evaporation or boiling, we have studied this. When water is heated or any liquid, if it is heated, it converts into gaseous or vapor form. The reverse of this also is possible or true. The reverse process is called condensation. That is, if we cool the steam, it changes back into water form or liquid form. The process of changing of a gas or vapor into its liquid form by cooling is called condensation. So the conversion of vapor or gas into liquid form on cooling is called condensation. Okay. Yes, this condensation generally we observe in the winter season on the glass panes outside the window sheets, glass panes which are there outside in the air in the winter mornings. If we observe there on that some droplets of water will be observed. From where these water droplets are being formed when cool air, that water vapor present in the air touches this cool glass pans. That water vapor converts into gases, liquid droplets form and sticks on this glass. So this is where these droplets of water, because of condensation of water vapor present in the air and falling on the glass pane. Okay. Next conversion, freezing. We have seen that when ice is heated, it melts to form water. Yes. We have studied that when solids are heated, they convert into liquid form. That is called melting. The reverse of this melting is also true. That is, when a liquid is cooled, it starts converting into solid. That process of conversion of a liquid substance into solid on heating on cooling is called freezing. For example, when water is cooled, it freezes to form ice. This we know. The process of changing of state from liquid to solid by cooling is called freezing or solidification also. Yes, the conversion of a liquid into solid by cooling is called freezing or solidification. Okay, this solidification or freezing also will be done at a fixed temperature. That is called freezing point. You can see here different conversions what I have discussed till now. So when solids are heated, they convert into liquid. So to convert a solid into liquid, what we have to do, children? We have to heat. Heat generally is shown with a triangle in chemical reactions. I think this is called melting. This melting will be done at a fixed temperature. That is called melting point. Let us call this MP, melting point. And these liquids will be converting into gas. Also, this also will be happened when heated only. On heating, this is called evaporation, or if it is done at a fixed temperature, that is called boiling. So the temperature at which a liquid converts into gaseous form is called boiling point. Next, gases on cooling converts into liquid form. This will be done by cooling. Conversion of a gas into liquid will be done by cooling process. So that is called condensation. So when liquids are cooled, they form solids. So the conversion of liquids into solids also will be done by cooling only. That process is called freezing or solidification. So as we told, the temperature at which a solid converts into liquid is called melting point. The temperature at which a liquid converts into gas is called boiling point. In the same way, the temperature at which a liquid converts into solid is called freezing point. For example, if you say water starts converting into solid form at 0 degrees Celsius. So the 0 degrees Celsius is called its freezing point. The freezing point of water is 0 degrees Celsius. The melting point of ice is also 0 degrees Celsius. Reverse. If you say ice, it is melting point because ice melts to form water at 0 degrees Celsius. So if for in the reverse way, if you cool water to 0 degrees Celsius, it starts converting into solid form. That is called freezing point. So water freezes at 0 degrees. So freezing point is 0. Okay, children? In the same way, a gas converts into liquid at a fixed temperature. That is called condensation point. Okay, so these are the different conversions. And direct conversion of solid to gas is called sublimation. Again, these gases are cooled. They again directly converts into solid form directly without coming into liquid state. That reverse of solid sublimation is called deposition. This is also generally called sublimation, but specially to say the reverse of sublimation, that is the conversion of gas directly to solid, is called deposition. Okay, children, these are different conversions. Now, based upon this, we are going to have a small assessment. Let us see that. Yes, let us go here. The first question, we can answer these questions. With your answer, you can type your answer in the live chat. You can check yourself. The process of conversion of a liquid into gas is called. Yeah, this you can answer without even options also. The process of conversion of liquid into gas. So the conversion of liquid into gas, how will be done this? Either by cooling or heating. A liquid can convert into gas by cooling. when a gas, a liquid is cooled, sorry. When a liquid is heated, it converts into gaseous form. So the conversion of a liquid into gas on heating is called, what it is called? Let us see options: evaporation, condensation, freezing, melting. What is the correct answer, children? You can give answer. Yes. Fine. Very good. It is evaporation. The conversion of a liquid into gas on heating is called evaporation. Even evaporation can occur at normal temperatures also, even without heating also. Right? Evaporation is correct. Conversion of liquid into gas is evaporation. Let us next question. The temperature at which a solid melts to become liquid at the atmospheric pressure is called. We are asking the temperature at which a solid melts to become liquid. The temperature at which a solid converts into liquid is called. What is that temperature is called? Let us see options. Boiling point, melting point, evaporation, and condensation. So solid converts into liquid. This happens when it is heated. So the conversion of solid into liquid is called melting. This melting happens at a fixed temperature. That fixed temperature is called, yes student? Oh, many have given already correct answer. Good. It is melting point. At this melting point only, solid starts converting into liquid form on heating it. The melting point of liquids like water. What is the melting point of water? 0 degrees Celsius. What does it mean? On heating ice from lower temperature to 0 degrees Celsius, it starts converting into liquid form. That is melting point. Next question. The boiling point of water at normal atmospheric pressure is. What is just now we discussed about melting point of water. That is, okay, anyhow, now you answer this question. The boiling point of water at normal atmospheric pressure. Normal atmospheric pressure at normal temperatures without applying any other conditions. At what is the boiling point of water at normal pressure? Room pressure. That we say 1 atmosphere. So let us see options. Yes, already answers are given. Good. So which is the correct answer now? The boiling point of water is it 0 degrees Celsius? What do we say 0 degrees Celsius? Its melting point. What is meant by boiling point? The temperature at which a liquid starts converting into gaseous form. That fixed temperature is called boiling point. So water starts converting into steam at 100 degrees Celsius temperature. So that is its boiling point. It is 100 degree Celsius temperature. Okay. Next question. A change of state directly from solid to gas without changing into liquid state is called. Yes, we discussed about this as special case. Some solids directly converts into gaseous form without coming into liquid state on heating. Those substances are called sublimable substances, and that process is called, yes, what is the correct answer? Yes, it is sublimation. The process is called sublimation, and those substances which are converting directly from solid state to gaseous state are called sublimable substances or sublimates. Next question. The conversion that takes place at all temperatures. Yes, actually these conversions occur by external changes like temperature and pressure. By applying these external factors like temperature and pressure, these interconversions of states of matter are occurring. But out of these, one change will be done itself. It will be taking place at all temperatures. Need not to heat it, need not to apply any pressure, need not to cool it. At all temperatures, this process will be happening. What is this process? Oh, good. Now, let me give options. Condensation, evaporation, freezing, and melting. Which is the correct answer? Out of this, which process can be done at all temperatures? Yes, it is evaporation. Evaporation occurs at all temperatures. Right. Very good, children. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and visit our website www.aimstoday.in for latest updates and recorded videos. So once if you subscribe our channel, you will get notifications about our upcoming live sessions. Suppose if you want to subscribe the channel on the YouTube, when you open our YouTube channel, you'll be seeing this icon. Subscribe now. If you click that, from the next time onwards, from the next day onwards, whatever the classes are there for you, all will be intimated you directly to your mobile. You will get some notifications there as there is particular class on this day, on this time. You'll be getting notifications about it. Suppose tomorrow at the same time, if we are going to have some class, before half an hour to the class, you will get a notification as there is a class at half an hour. So get ready for that. In this way, you will get notifications about all the live classes which we are going to take here. Need not to ask anybody there when it is the class, on which it is the class. You can check immediately with the notifications. It can be done if you subscribe it. And if you miss any of your live classes, no worry. You can watch these all live classes recorded mode in our YouTube channel, Aims Today. If you click on the Aims Today, you can see all the videos uploaded in that. All the live sessions will be in the recorded mode there. You can watch them number of times whenever you want, wherever you want. Okay. Thank you, children.